Kirk was having an affair, which is why Charlie Cook took her out of the will. So allegedly, the story is that Erika Kirk was having an affair. Charlie hired a private investigator to kind of follow her.
Do this.
And I'm gonna be racing with my girlfriend.
The part of her Shabbat Shalom PR Blitz, she conducted her very first interview from Charlie's home office. And yet, curiously, that wedding photo is missing.
The latest Erika Kirk scandal is exploding all over the internet, and it's messy. People are claiming she was cheating on Charlie with multiple men, and not just random strangers either, but guys connected to Turning Point USA. Yeah, the very same group that built its whole image around faith, family, and so-called traditional values. That's what makes this hit even harder. But wait, it gets deeper. Now the talk online says Charlie found out. Candace Owens even claimed that in the final days of his life, Charlie had stopped wearing his wedding ring and was sleeping in his daughter's room instead of sharing a bed with Erika.
Hi!
Hi!
Good morning, America!
The fact that we were able to pull off an event of a century, it's just insane.
If that's true, that's not small drama. That's serious tension inside that house. And honestly, it could explain a lot about how Erika has been moving these past 5 months. She's stepping out to fireworks, smiling big, cracking jokes, doing back-to-back interviews in full glam like nothing ever happened. On top of that, she's bragging about how much money Turning Point made after Charlie's death. And the part that really made people pause, she literally called Charlie's memorial an event of the century. That line alone has people raising their eyebrows. Yeah, that whole everyone grieves differently line, people are not buying it anymore. From the outside, nothing about Erika looks like someone deep in mourning. If anything, the vibe she's giving off feels like a weight has been lifted and she's finally moving how she always wanted to move. And that polished, conservative Christian trad wife image, a lot of critics are calling it straight-up PR branding aimed at loyal Turning Point supporters. Let's not forget who Erika really is. She has multiple degrees. She runs businesses. She didn't get married at 22, fresh out of Bible study, trying to play the quiet, obedient role. She got married at 34 to a younger man. Before that, she lived her life, went to parties, dated, and built her own career. That's not some sheltered, soft-spoken housewife story. And here's where it gets awkward. The lifestyle she once lived, that's the same type of woman she now publicly speaks against. That switch-up is what has people side-eyeing the whole situation.
Your advice to young women who get asked out by young men?
Well, stay away from hookup culture. Don't just date to date.
Now add these rumored affairs into the mix, and people are really starting to question the timeline. How long was this actually going on? Was this something recent, or has it been playing out quietly for years behind the scenes? That's what everyone wants to know. And then there's the bigger question people keep whispering about. Who are the men inside Turning Point that Erika allegedly got involved with? If there's any truth to it, that opens up a whole different level of drama. So here's where things start to look shaky. We already know Erika wasn't fully honest about not dating anyone for 5 years before meeting Charlie. There are receipts out there. Real photos, real videos showing she dated multiple men, including Cabot Phillips, JT Massey, former Survivor contestant Joe Lum, and basketball player Josh Harrelson. That part isn't rumor, that's documented. And that's just what people have found so far. So critics are asking, if she wasn't truthful about that timeline, what else might not add up? Was she completely faithful after marrying Charlie, or is there more to the story? Did she suddenly change overnight when she met him, even though he didn't seem like her usual type? Those are the questions being thrown around.
And yeah, we met at the office, very briefly. And that was you that was standing in line in Israel.
And then we went to Bill's Burgers in New York. Best burgers.
Oh my gosh. So then, do you want to tell that part?
You can tell it. They hear enough of me. It's all they hear is me.
Okay, so we get to Bill's Burgers, and I'm there thinking it's a business interview.
started that way.
Right. So we sit down and you grill me for what, 3 hours?
Yeah.
Easily. On philosophy, politics,
Culture.
religion, culture, economics. What else? Everything else you can imagine, he grilled me. Anything he talks about on his podcast show, he grilled me on.
Now it gets even more complicated. Some former Turning Point insiders who were reportedly let go after raising concerns about Erika are making serious claims. They allege she didn't just have a dating life before Charlie, but that she may have continued seeing other men after the marriage. To be clear, these are allegations. Still, multiple whistleblowers connected to Turning Point are saying she was secretly involved with several men inside TPUSA. Some even claim she mocked Charlie behind his back, criticizing his appearance, calling him naive, and laughing about it. If any of that is true, that's a whole different level of betrayal. So who are the men Erika allegedly had affairs with? One name that keeps popping up is Cabot Phillips. And yes, he's married. Cabot and his wife Emma Meschel got married in September 2020. Erika and Charlie tied the knot in December 2021. But the rumors claim Erika and Cabot may have stayed involved even after both were married to other people. And when people line up the timeline with old photos, they say it doesn't look great. Cabot himself publicly shared that he was dating Erika in late 2017. There's even a photo from a painting date where he captioned it like they were clearly a couple. That's not subtle. But here's where it gets awkward. There's also a photo from that same month showing Cabot playing basketball with Charlie. So people are asking, how does that work? How do you date someone who's friends with Charlie, then later act like you barely knew him? Then, fast forward to 2018, Erika interviews for a job at Turning Point with Charlie and reportedly claims she had no idea who he was. That detail right there has critics raising eyebrows and saying the timeline just doesn't sit right.
There's a picture of Erika Kirk with a ponytail, and from her past. That person matches who I saw at Fort Huachuca in the lobby the night before. And she was with that man in the log.
So let's line this up again. If Erika was dating Cabot in 2017 and Cabot was casually hanging out and playing basketball with Charlie at the same time, critics are saying it's hard to believe she had no idea who Charlie was. That's the part people keep circling back to. It just doesn't add up on the surface. Now, insiders are taking it even further with their claims. Some are alleging that Erika and Cabot may have been coordinating behind the scenes. According to these accusations, they supposedly never fully cut ties. There are even rumors suggesting that Erika's marriage to Charlie wasn't just about love, but part of a bigger strategy tied to powerful figures connected to Turning Point. To be clear, these are allegations being shared by certain former insiders, not proven facts. Still, the claims are what's driving the online storm.
Kirk's ex is now the speaker for Turning Point. Cabot Phillips, the editor of the Daily Wire, the outlet that actively had beef with Charlie. The same Daily Wire that went and took over the Charlie Kirk show for a cameo 6 days after he was assassinated. Not only is this guy Erika's ex, but while Erika was dating Cabot, Cabot already knew Charlie. So now that Charlie's gone, Erika's already decided to give her ex-boyfriend a seat at Turning Point? That's totally not suspicious at all. Nothing to see here.
And then the story takes an even darker turn. Former Special Forces operative Mitch Snow has alleged that both Erika and Cabot attended a private military meeting at Fort Huachuca the day before Charlie was assassinated. That's a serious claim, and it has sparked intense debate online. Snow described what he says he witnessed, stating, "What really has people talking is this. Just days after Charlie was assassinated, Erika chose Cabot to step in and replace him on the college tours. That decision alone raised a lot of eyebrows. Critics are saying that kind of move feels calculated, like it was planned out ahead of time. Whether that's fair or not, that's how it's being perceived online. And then the rumors get even louder. Some former Turning Point insiders are now alleging that Cabot wasn't the only one. They claim Erika was involved in multiple affairs and was openly flirting with younger men inside TPUSA. To be clear, these are still allegations, not proven facts, but the names being mentioned include TPUSA correspondent Jack Poso, strategic director for the high school program Brandon Schubert, and advisory council member Nathan Auer. People are also pointing out that based on Erika's past dating history, those men seem more in line with what they believe is her usual type. That comparison is adding even more chatter to the situation. Still, there's no verified proof showing she was caught cheating. What's fueling the fire are former employees who were reportedly let go and are now speaking out about what they claim was happening behind closed doors. One anonymous source even alleged that before Charlie was assassinated, Erika had already begun taking control at the highest levels of the organization. According to that claim, she was making executive decisions, giving orders, and slowly pushing Charlie out of leadership in his own company. If those accusations hold any weight, that paints a very intense picture of what may have been happening internally.
Erika got involved in a Turning Point event. Something felt off. People got pulled from their posts for no clear reason, replaced with names nobody recognized. They weren't loud about it. They just appeared.
But it doesn't stop there. The same insider also claimed that Charlie eventually started sensing that something wasn't right.
They'd hover, take notes, make little adjustments, and they did strange things. Subtle stuff. Asking for background checks on volunteers who'd already cleared.
According to that account, he tried to confront Erika and question what was really going on behind the scenes.
Rerouting internal comms through temporary systems nobody could verify. Requesting access to attendee lists that had nothing to do with their role. What most people don't realize is that Erika had already started acting like CEO before Charlie even died. She was giving orders, making executive calls, speaking for the organization in ways that made all of us uncomfortable.
The story being told is that by the time he began piecing things together, the situation had already spiraled beyond his control.
Charlie would try to intervene and she'd just talk over him, like he didn't even matter anymore. And then, just days after he died, they announced her as the new CEO, like she was some kind of savior stepping in during a tragedy. That didn't sit right with anyone who'd been there.
If that version of events is accurate, it adds an even heavier layer to everything people are already debating online. And now, on top of everything else, Candace has added even more to the conversation. She's claiming that the night before the assassination, Charlie took off his wedding ring and chose to sleep in his daughter's room instead of with Erika.
To have a good night's sleep. He was so excited. So you sent him to sleep in his daughter's room.
That detail right there has people reading between the lines and wondering what was really going on inside that house in those final hours.
You know, it just registered to me as a little bit backwards. I wanted my husband to have a good night's sleep because of something he had the next day. I'd probably let him sleep in the room, and I would sleep in my daughter's room. Flag that. I also thought what was interesting is that you said the next morning when he snuck in, he grabbed his wedding band. Again, minor detail, but I asked myself, why was his wedding band off?
So what does that even suggest? Was Charlie already thinking about divorce? Did he uncover something about Erika that he couldn't ignore? Those are the questions people keep asking as more claims hit the timeline. Now, even if only a portion of these allegations were true, critics argue it could have shifted the entire power dynamic inside TPUSA. Rumors about private meetings, multiple alleged relationships, and the timing of Charlie reportedly being sidelined all get lumped together into one big theory. Some are saying it feels like a long strategy playing out behind closed doors. It makes people question how much of Erika's public image was carefully crafted and whether any of these alleged connections were tied to something bigger than anyone realized. At the end of the day, all of this is still being debated, and a lot of these claims remain allegations. But you can't deny the timeline, the rumors, and the insider statements have people seriously questioning what was really happening behind closed doors. Whether this turns out to be smoke with no fire or something much deeper, the conversation is not slowing down anytime soon. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think this is all coincidence, or does the bigger picture look calculated? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want more breakdowns like this, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel Fame Rant Daily, and share it with someone who needs to see this. Let's keep the discussion going.